Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel review, anything and everything. And so we did a preview on these before, but just the box and, just right before the holidays. And you can see here, it's set 40642 gingerbread ornaments for your Christmas tree, 190 pieces. Now, I finally was able to put it together and build it. And so this, I'm gonna put them in a particular order really quick. So the instructions are easy to follow along, and let me pull those out. There's a lot of extra pieces, which are good because it allows you to decorate it however you want to decorate it in terms of the little decoration pieces. So the base of the gingerbread men are the same, and I'll show that here in the instructions. You put them together 3 at the same time. As you start to put them together, you finish them off after bag 1 and they'll look like that. So a clean slate. Bag 2, you put the back piece on to hook it, and then afterwards you start on the first gingerbread man. So you start with this type, and it was slightly done a little bit differently, but you start with that type and then you go through it. After you finish it, you build the next one. Now, I point that out to say, this is a small set. So having them all in, having just one instruction set makes sense for the scale of the set. It wouldn't make that much sense to print 3 different books, but I will say that for the purpose of building more than one at the same time, say, with your kids or something like that, which is what I did. I was building with my son. The first part, when you're building them and you're building all the same one, I was able to build mine and then show him, and he's 6 years old, so the actual age of what it says on the box. And I was able to build mine, and then he was able to look at what I did and build the same way. So he didn't have to read the instructions, he just matched what I built, which was fine. But then when you got to the part where you start building the first gingerbread man, at that point you can't build yours simultaneously as someone else is building theirs if you're reading the instructions. You gotta, at that point, got to do one at a time. So that's a kind of small little knock on it in terms of not being able to complete it at the same time, even though at that point it really only takes you like maybe 5 minutes to finish putting your the outer decorations after you built the base, and that's it. So with this one here, a little bit of hair was stuck on that. With this one here, my son put together, and at that point he was just doing his own thing. He didn't even want to go based off the instructions, but what he wanted. So we started it with the instructions, and you can see here he's supposed to have those kind of buttons on it and different things on the cheek. Well, he decided to turn the candy as the buttons and then put the buttons on the cheek. So, and they threw the eyes up. I didn't realize when I gave him the eyes that I just mismatched them. So at that point I just mismatched all the eyes, which was fine. So then the rest of them, I built them as they were instructed, but the only difference, the eyes were now mismatched because I already mismatched the eyes from the beginning. But these are actually really awesome in terms of, obviously this is Christmas Day, the recording of this, and I'm going to release it at the same time. But so, if you want to buy them for next year, or you want to buy them still and keep them up, because some people keep their Christmas trees up until New Year's or whatever the case is, that's fine. These are obviously going to be things that, we're at the end of the season now. A lot of people celebrate the Christmas season from the very beginning of December, or even from Thanksgiving on. So that really would be the time to have grabbed them. But with that being said, like I said, you have a lot of little decoration extras on here, so you can kind of really just play with how you want to set them up, similar to how my son did, switch it up a little bit. You have plenty of stuff, if I want to put a whole bunch of buttons coming down this, not just the one at the top, the star button, you can do that. You just got a lot of little pieces inside, ice cream pieces and all this other stuff. So you could build it however you want. They hang on the tree pretty well with these pieces here. And yeah, so just wanted to be able to show that, because after I did the preview earlier in the month, I said that once I finish them up and put them together with my kids, that I'm going to put them on the channel, and I definitely think they're worth it. I'm going to put the link was in the description for the first video. I'm going to attach it to this one as well. And right now they're going for about like $7 some change. So it's really just this a no-brainer for as far as like decorations and just an activity that you could do with the kids just to kind of set it up. And then even after that, if you want to take them down, redo them, you can always take off what you added on to them and just, you know, redo them with your kids at any point in time if you want to change it up. You know, like I said, these are the instructions. These two follow the instructions exactly. This one did for the most part, other than the buttons and the cheeks and whatever. We put the mouth upside down. But with that being the case, once you get the hang of it, you don't even have to do this setup. You could change up the whole hair design. You could do whatever you want. So as always, you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.